there is a point in the movie where Kong suplexes Godzilla, or vice versa. Ladies and gentlemen, peak cinema. Let's talk about Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. Godzilla x Kong, or Godzilla Kong, or whatever, The New Empire, is the latest entry in Legendary's Monsterverse. And this is the 5th installment of films, and we are a far cry away from Godzilla 2014, which really tried to focus on the human aspect, and Godzilla being this big, massive, misunderstood disaster of a giant lizard. And they kind of understand what their fans want from their projects right now, because honestly, anyone out there, do you remember what happened with the human characters in Godzilla vs. Kong? Because honestly, I don't. In fact, some of those human characters make a return here, but I feel like Legendary understands now what people want, and that's for big monsters to fight each other, for kaiju to fight each other, and they're just throwing in the humans there because we gotta have some level of continuity outside of the giant monsters. But yeah, Legendary is very much aware of what they're doing with these movies, so a lot of the focus of this movie, thank God, is on, well, the giant monsters. You get to see Kong throw down a couple of times, you get to see Godzilla throw down a couple of times, and then you get to see them, as promoted in the trailer, team up and throw down a couple of times. But also in this movie are some human characters who are returning cast from the previous movie, and I really don't remember what they did in the previous movie. Like, how could these people have stopped Mechagodzilla in the previous movie? But they're back again, and they do stuff, I guess. We're still continuing on from this journey to the center of the earth, this hollow earth that is underneath the surface. So there's regular earth on the surface, and then hollow earth beneath, and apparently another hollow earth beneath. All that, and these humans are here to explore that. But genuinely, sometimes it can be a little bit interesting because there's like this mystery of this ancient civilization that relates to this native girl of Kong Island, and it's a similar civilization stuff. And when it's doing that, and it's just balancing out the comedy between the cast, it works. But honestly, most of these actors, most of these human characters are not memorable, bar Brian Tyree Henry, who is the standout human actor. Now, the main plot, the A plot, the giant monster plot of this story mainly follows Kong because he is still alone. So Hollow Earth is now his new home after leaving Skull Island, but he's still searching for other great apes like him, and there are no signs of that. But then, they show you in the trailer that he manages to find these other giant apes, but he has to go up against the king of these apes, the Scar King. So yeah, they throw down, and yeah, like I said, Legendary understands that what we come here to see, what most of us come here to see, is 1, turn our brains off and watch big monsters fight, and 2, minimal to no involvement really with the humans, and they get it. The human stuff can get a bit middling, especially in the middle act of this movie. It focuses a bit more on the human stuff, and it kind of kills the fun in pacing. And the plot written for the human stuff is pulled out of thin air. It's amateurish. It's like someone else was writing the plot for the humans, or they weren't having as much fun writing the plot for the humans as they were writing the plot for Kong and Godzilla. Godzilla, for the most part, is relegated to supporting monster because he's just traveling the world, taking down other giant monsters, other kaiju that disrupt the peace. But this time he's searching for a greater energy source so he can power up to that pink form that they have spoiled in the trailers, so that he can take on a greater threat that is incoming. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Like I said in the opening, there's a point in this movie where Kong suplexes Godzilla, and you're not gonna find that anywhere else. Also, what else contributed to my enjoyment is probably that I didn't pay full price for this ticket because I watched it in the early morning where tickets are about half price off, so that's good. So I didn't spend too much money. I could go in and for almost 2 hours just shut my brain off and watch these giant monsters go at each other and just have a good time. So if that is what you're looking for, if you've liked any of the previous MonsterVerse films, especially Godzilla vs. Kong, this is perfect for you. When the price of admission is cheaper, it really is worth it to go and watch this and just have fun. It's a nice day out for you and the family, because I saw a bunch of families in the cinema that I was in. So yeah, if you're just looking to take the kids out to see some CGI violence between a giant lizard and a giant ape sprinkled in with some human characters that your kids won't care about, and neither will you, you could probably check this out. I give Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire a solid 5.5 out of 10. Anyway, what do you think of Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire? What is your favorite film in the MonsterVerse universe that Legendary has built? What is your favorite monster, if you have any? Please let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.